Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, Ercoupe Owners Convention hits Wausau in July, FAA Mental Health Rulemaking Committee report, GAMA first quarter 2025 aircraft shipments and billing. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Ercoupe Owners Convention hits Wausau in July. The Ercoupe Owners Club announced its 2025 National Convention will be held from Tuesday, July 15th to Saturday, July 19th at the Wausau Downtown Airport in Wisconsin. This year's event will celebrate the 85th anniversary of the Ercoupe's type certificate. After the convention, the group will depart for the EAA AirVenture fly-in at Wittman Regional Airport in Oshkosh, where there will be a dinner held for the EOC on Monday night, July 21st, and the club advises those planning to attend are able to sign up for it in the EOC convention registration form, or separately if not attending the convention. The EOC's departure from KAUW is planned for Saturday the 19th to make way for pilots arriving to participate in the AirVenture Cup Air Race, which originates out of KAUW. Both online and mail-in registration for the EOC convention ends on June 30th, after which attendees can register on site as a walk-up. A late fee of $15 applies for walk-ups as well as mail postmarked after June 30th. After the break, EAA releases Warbirds in review schedule.
Looking for a new generation of proven and efficient aviation power plants that boast modern engineering, electronic ignition, and both direct and gear drive systems? With 100 horsepower to 240 horsepower, the Skyline and Redline engines offer uncommon value in an overpriced industry. Whether you are looking for fixed wing or rotor, MW Fly Americas has been established to service the American market with dedication and expertise. MWFlyAmericas.com.
Meet the first of a new generation of the M-Class family. The M700 Fury. An aircraft worthy of the name, an indomitable force. The M700 Fury transcends traditional limits. With more power, blistering performance, a finely appointed interior, and the luxury of what matters most. Time. Experience the Fury. Join the legacy.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. EAA releases Warbirds in Review schedule. Warbirds in Review is an exciting series of presentations during EAA AirVenture in Oshkosh that brings historic airplanes with pilots and aircraft owners that span 80 years of aviation and military history. It returns once again for this year's 72nd edition of the AirVenture Fly-In and Convention that runs from July 21st through 27th in Oshkosh. The twice-daily presentations will be held at the Warbirds in Review aircraft ramp within the EAA Warbirds of America area on the grounds of AirVenture and is open to all attendees. Uncertified pilot flips Yak 55M after ill-advised landing attempt. The NTSB recently released its final report on the August 10, 2024 accident involving a Yakovlev Yak 55M that ended up inverted on a runway in North Kingstown, Rhode Island. As it turned out, the pilot was not much of a pilot at all. After buying the bird, the first and only landing attempt bounced, ground looped, clipped runway lights, scraped both wingtips, and eventually flipped over. Damage included a crushed right wing, a broken empennage and tail, and minor injuries to the pilot, who reportedly logged 49.4 total flight hours, and not a single hour in a Yak 55M, nor any tailwheel aircraft. DOGE budget cuts team reaches the NTSB. A team from DOGE has reportedly been assigned to conduct a review of NTSB operations. The group has completed several of these reviews since its formation, leaving a trail of employee terminations in its wake. The FAA is just one of many to feel the effects of DOGE reviews. In February, upwards of 400 personnel were let go from aviation safety assistant, maintenance mechanic, nautical information specialist, and various other positions. While these weren't classified as critical safety roles, many provide direct support to those who are. Joint Base Andrews 2025 Air Show announced. Joint Base Andrews in Camp Spring, Maryland announced it will host its highly anticipated air show September 13th through 14th, 2025, and will feature civilian and military flight demos, static displays, and family-friendly exhibits. This year's event highlights the current capabilities of the U.S. military and also celebrates the evolution of air power to inspire the upcoming generation of service members, aviators, and innovators who will propel the legacy forward. That's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. FAA Mental Health Rulemaking Committee report. Federal Air Surgeon Susan Northrup discussed on the FAA's YouTube channel Pilot Minute what came out of the Aviation Rulemaking Committee on mental health. Their work was informed through feedback gathered from aviation and medical professionals around the world regarding the barriers that prevent or hinder pilots from reporting and seeking treatment for mental health concerns. The ARC working groups looked at these major issues: the FAA's handling of mental health diagnoses, current aeromedical mental health screening processes, barriers preventing pilots and controllers from reporting mental health issues and seeking mental health care, and education, training, and awareness of pilot and controller mental health issues. The committee identified 7 barriers to seeking care, and the following outlines the agency's plans and recommendations to address them. 1. Culture of wellness. 2. Trust. 3. Fear. 4. Stigma. 5. Financial. 6. Process. And 7. Knowledge gaps. After these messages, GAMA first quarter 2025 aircraft shipments and billing.
Direct Fly USA proudly introduces the new Alto NG, a single-engine, 2-seat light sport aircraft for the North American market. This simple, all-metal aircraft design provides low-maintenance cost, easy, comfortable access, and responsive flight controls. Equipped with the Rotax 912 engine and a ballistic parachute, the Alto NG is reliable and safe. Learn more about the Alto NG at directflyusa.com.
I'm currently using the Hartsell Talon, by far the best aerobatic propeller ever come out.
I use the Trailblazer. It adds performance to the Super Decathlon and dependability, and it's rugged.
Hartsell's been an excellent partner for Whip Air, just in terms of your product support as well as keeping an eye on the market and developing new products that meet demand.
It's helping us all have better performing airplanes.
It's such a proud honor to fly behind that propeller.
Welcome back. GAMA first quarter 2025 aircraft shipments and billing. The General Aviation Manufacturers Association issued the first quarter 2025 General Aviation Aircraft Shipment and Billing Report, covering results worldwide, and the result for the first 3 months of 2025 when compared to the same period last year, show increased shipments across all sectors as well as in the overall value of billings. Aircraft shipments through Q1 2025 show that piston airplanes increased to 353 units, turboprops increased to 133 units, and bizjets increased to 141 units. The total value of airplane deliveries and billings was $5.04 billion, an increase of 25.7%. Helicopter shipments through Q1 2025 show piston helicopters increased to 54 units, and turbine helicopters increased to 133 units. The total value of helicopter deliveries and billings were $770 million, an increase of 12.4%. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.